Hi everybody, Christopher here. So today's gospel is from Matthew, and it's where the disciples are asking Jesus why he talks to the crowds in parables, or why he gives them parables and that. And Jesus gives them a really complex but seemingly simplistic answer, where he says blessed are you who have ears that can hear and eyes that can perceive, but not everyone has ears that can hear and listen and eyes that will see and perceive the same way. And so basically he's like, one, prophets before you would love to be in your shoes, to like be talking to the Messiah and hearing everything that I'm saying and all the good news and all that. But he's also basically saying how the people, the crowds, the Jewish people, have been kind of, in my opinion, they would have been tainted or influenced very heavily by the Pharisees and other people of like Roman influence, and people that would basically try and say that Jesus isn't the Messiah, that Jesus is just some really good teacher, some real great guy, but like not God. And so with that in mind, the people would already have a founded opinion of him, and most likely and didn't really listen to him at first and weren't really open to a lot of things. But through telling parables, he would grasp their attention by telling a really beautiful story with a meaning to it, because if he was just to go out and preach the laws of the land and like the rules that he was intending to give, they wouldn't be as captivated as when he's giving this really cool story that has a big twist usually compared to like prodigal son, all these other things like the talents and all sorts of parables and stuff that draw them in and let them leave with the message and the lesson that he intended to teach them, without them maybe even knowing it, because to them they might have just heard this really cool story, but it broadened their horizons nonetheless. And so that's basically why he speaks in parables, is because it's not just for simplicity's sake, but it's to get through the hard-heartedness of the people that weren't necessarily open to Jesus and open to God's love at first. I find that really beautiful, and I think that just goes to show how important the parables that we do have are, and how we should revisit them often and see how applicable they are to our lives, because behind every story in the Bible, parable and non-parable, every verse, there's always a deeper meaning that can connect to any time, because the church is outside of time. The church does not connect to any specific age. It is its own thing, and ages move around that, because the church is teaching our faith, God's faith, and like love, and everything is outside of all that, and it's the constant that we move around and we relate to. So I encourage you to look through your Bible again, revisit your favorite Bible story, or maybe even a new one, and see the underlying features, the underlying lessons that God was really trying to bring out to us and bring out to you specifically. Anyway, I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.